The time has come for you to stop believing in lies that have been beautifully decorated. Sex inside a marriage is not always a sacred connection. It is also not always a symbol of love or respect. I am a woman, and today I am going to betray my own gender. For a great many American women over 45 years old, sex is nothing more than a foreign currency. They use it to pay you for your obedience. They hand it out like a medal to the good boy. You are being turned into a trading commodity inside your own home. This truth may hurt you enough to bring you to your knees. But if you do not wake up tonight, you are going to lose every last drop of masculine power you still have. American society has been pouring honey into your ears for the past 40 years. Marriage experts on television say that women need a feeling of safety in order to have desire. They tell you to be affectionate, to listen deeply, to do more housework. They have printed that advice on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine for 3 straight decades. It is a fairy tale that does not exist. Let me say it straight to your face. Many women walk into marriage for completely wrong reasons. They marry to be taken care of instead of learning to take care of themselves. They place unreasonable expectations on the husband to make them happy every single day. When you cannot meet that impossible standard, they turn sex into the cruelest form of punishment. They cut off intimacy to punish you for the pain that they themselves created. And they want you to believe that you are the one and only villain in this story. I need to make one important thing clear before we go deeper. I am not talking about wives who are suffering from serious clinical conditions. We are not discussing clinical depression or psychological trauma that needs professional treatment. We are also not discussing cases of addiction or physical violence. This video is for decent men who have lost their way inside their own homes. The men who are stuck in a manipulation game that has been fine-tuned over many years. A game where the rules get changed arbitrarily depending on her mood. Now I am going to expose 5 behaviors of weaponized sex that she may be using on you. Sit still and compare them against your own marriage. The first behavior: moving goalposts. She sets impossibly high standards for you. You have to earn more money. You have to be more romantic. You have to listen better. You grind your teeth and push yourself for 6 months to meet all of them. And on the very night you think you have finally crossed the finish line, she gives birth to a brand new standard. You are not refined enough. You do not understand her deeply enough. You have not made her feel special enough. She does not actually want you to change. She only wants to maintain a legitimate excuse to reject you every single night. The goalpost does not exist for you to score. The goalpost exists to prove that you are never enough. The second behavior: emotional delusion. She blames you for every single unhappiness in her life. She hates her job. That is your fault for not earning enough money. She hates her own body. That is your fault for not giving her enough compliments. She hates her boring life. That is your fault for not being romantic enough. She makes you the only villain in the story of her own life. Once you become the villain, she has the right to cut off sex without feeling a single ounce of guilt. This is a psychological mechanism called projection. The psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud wrote about it clearly. She projects every one of her own failures onto you to protect her own fragile ego. The third behavior: transactional sex. She hands out intimacy like a reward for good behavior. You have to buy flowers on the right occasion. You have to remember the anniversary. You have to do housework without being asked. You have to take her on vacation every 6 months. And if you complete enough of those missions, she awards you one night like handing out a medal. In that moment, you are no longer a husband. You are a good boy waiting for a piece of candy from his mother. And biology does not allow her to truly desire that good little boy. She only feels pity for him. Pity and craving are 2 completely different chemicals inside the brain. The fourth behavior: the brutal murder of respect. She uses subtle manipulation techniques to lower your standing one day at a time. She mocks your business idea in front of your friends. She brings up the mistake you made 10 years ago at the dinner table with her parents. She comments on your belly with a light laugh that hides a deep knife wound. She wants you to believe that you are a pitiful failure, because when you lose all your self-respect, the easier it is for her to control you. A man who no longer believes in his own value will never dare to walk away. That is exactly what she needs to maintain her power. The fifth behavior: the alternative solution affair. This is the darkest part that very few people dare to say out loud. A great many American women over 45 years old do not want a divorce. They do not want to lose the house, lose financial stability, lose their social image. But they also do not want to sleep with you anymore. So they choose a third road. They cheat discreetly and with calculation. They view the affair as a way to keep their marriage alive. They take safety and finances from you. They take pleasure and excitement from another man. I am not saying this happens in every sexless marriage, but it happens more often than you would ever imagine. When she tells you that she has lost her drive in general, pay attention to how she dresses up before she goes out to meet her old girlfriend on a Friday night. Now comes the science you have to burn into your brain tonight. You think that doing more housework is going to lead to more sex. Science has proven the exact opposite. A study published in the journal Archives of Sexual Behavior by sociologists from the University of Washington followed thousands of American couples. The results shocked the experts. The more husbands tried to please their wives, the more the frequency of sex went down. The wife's desire actually dropped significantly in households where the traditional roles had been reversed for 6 months. Submission is the assassin that kills sexual attraction at the biological root. On top of that, you have to understand the Coolidge effect. This effect has been proven by neurologists in both mammals and human beings. Familiarity kills desire exponentially. She has watched you brush your teeth every morning for 20 years. She knows you are going to cough before you cough. She has memorized every story you are about to tell at the dinner party. She needs novelty for her dopamine system to fire up again. But that novelty is never going to come from a man who is begging her every single night. Novelty comes from a man who has his own life that she does not hold the key to. This behavior that is killing your masculine identity day by day has a name. When you accept the role of the good boy in order to be rewarded with sex, you have stepped into what is called the deactivated state. You are no longer the leader inside your own home. You become the man waiting for the next order. You check her mood before you open your mouth. You choose your shirt based on whether she nods. You turn down a beer with the boys because you are afraid she will be angry. You have become a man begging for affection inside the house you pay the mortgage on. This cruelty does not only take away your bedroom life, it takes away your power to make decisions, your confidence walking out the front door, and your pride looking at yourself in the mirror in the morning. You are slowly dying inside a soulless shell labeled the good husband. The only solution is one short thing. Stop trying to change her starting tonight. You cannot fix a person who refuses to take responsibility for her own happiness. She has to learn to be happy with herself. That is her journey, not yours. Your job is to go back to being the master of your own life. Take back the power you accidentally handed over for the past 20 years. Your happiness has to be completely independent of her emotional reactions. Here is the concrete 5-step action plan. Step 1. Draw a hard boundary this week. Tell her one clear sentence on a quiet evening. I want you when you truly desire me. Not as a reward when I make you happy. Not as a favor after I finish the chore list. I am no longer participating in this transaction system. Once you have said it, stand up and go do something else. Do not explain. Do not beg her to understand. Do not apologize for being direct. This sentence is going to create an earthquake inside your home. That earthquake is exactly what needs to happen. Step 2. Stop performing for sexual access starting tomorrow. Do not do extra housework hoping to trade it for a night together. Do not buy flowers when there is no real occasion. Do not book a romantic dinner expecting her to respond in kind. That kind of behavior only makes you look cheap and predictable in her eyes. Do every good thing because of the value of the action itself, not because of the payoff you expect. When you wash the dishes, do it because you live in a clean home. When you drive the kids to school, do it because you are a father, for no other reason. Step 3. Maintain your own consistent energy for the full 24 hours of the day. This is the hardest part, but it is the most important. Stay calm even if she was hot-tempered this morning or cold to you last night. Do not let her mood control your mood. You wake up at 7 in the morning, hit the gym, go to work, come home, eat dinner, read a book, go to sleep. No matter what state she is in inside the house, your consistency is a message louder than 1,000 words. It tells her that you are no longer a puppet in her hands. Step 4. Apply the technique of engaged indifference. Take part in the conversation with her, but stay unattached to the outcome. Listen when she talks. Answer when needed, but do not let her tears manipulate your decisions. Do not let her anger force you to apologize for something you did not do wrong. Do not let her coldness push you into chasing after her with comfort. You are present, but you are not dependent. This is the difference between a grown man and a 50-year-old boy wearing a necktie. Step 5. Focus on your sexual market value. Get back into the gym 3 times a week, whether it is snowing or sunny outside. Focus on your career to grow your income over the next 12 months. Rebuild your network of male friends over 45 years old around you. Learn a new skill that the job market is hungry for. Buy a suit that actually fits and get a real haircut. You are not doing this to show off. You are doing this so she can see that you are a man with real options. And a man with options is the only kind of man a woman truly desires. If you are exhausted from walking on eggshells every single day inside your own home, if you are tired of waiting for a sexual reward like a child waiting for candy from his mother, if you want to take back the masculine power you lost somewhere between the age of 35 and 45, join our community today. We do not teach you how to wage war on your wife. We do not teach you manipulation tricks. We help you reactivate the real man who is sleeping inside your body. Hit the subscribe button and leave a single sentence comment to let me know where you stand on this journey. The link to the private discussion group is right below the video. And now, the final question I want you to take to bed with you tonight. Turn off this video. Turn off every device around you. Sit still in the dark for 3 minutes and listen to the sound of your own heart beating. Then ask yourself, with every ounce of naked truth left inside you, inside this house, under this roof, after 20 years of paying the mortgage and raising the kids, where do you stand in the eyes of the woman sleeping next to you tonight? Are you a husband who is being loved, or are you just a piece of merchandise being used until the very last drop of usefulness runs dry?